Hi there and welcome to Divine Resolution Tarot. My name is Chanel and I am your reader. This reading is intended for Taurus twin flames through the month of September. So if you or your twin have Taurus in your chart, this reading should be able to provide you with clarity. Also, I use the terms feminine and masculine, but you place yourself wherever you resonate, okay, regardless of physical appearance. Now, Taurus, I am looking at the bottom of your deck. For you feminine, I feel as though you are working on something new. There's a huge energy of someone being incredibly stagnant in a connection. One of you wants to go. You wanted the connection to go. You wanted things to move forward. Maybe you were looking for some sort of change from your partner. And your person, they're not able to stop what they're doing is what this looks like. It almost looks like your person may have not placed you as a priority. But what's interesting is this is a different energy than what I felt from a lot of the masculines. This is literally someone who loves attention. This is the kind of masculine coming through that it's almost like they are the host of their own melodrama and you are just a guest star, or they're the hero and you're the sidekick, right? This is the energy of someone who has a huge ego to the point of them making you feminine feel as though they don't care at all. This is kind of a crazy energy. This is literally somebody who is so concerned with getting attention from the village idiots that they can't build a kingdom with you, right? Now, for you feminine, I feel like you tried very hard to communicate that to the masculine. You may have tried to rein this person in the past because we have honesty and overcompensating, which this is humongous. Like, this is literally kind of the theme of the reading, is that this masculine really overcompensates, right? I think for you feminine, you tried really hard to give this person the benefit of the doubt. Maybe for some of you, your person has a really bad drinking problem is kind of what this looks like. And they change when they're around other people. This is literally like, not only does this masculine put everyone and everything over his feminine, but he has kind of this persona that he needs to be when he is in the spotlight. So maybe for some of you, you're actually even with someone who's famous or who has a following of some sort, because this is like the world sees one side of him. You see the real him. Okay, this is kind of crazy. It could very well be that some of you are dealing with someone who is in the public eye quite a bit and has that kind of image to obtain. For some of you, your person, their love life is a part of that image. So they have to be surrounded by beautiful women, or they have to look as though they're always the bachelor, or they're so single and sexy and sought after, right? That for you, I feel like feminine, you feel as though you're alone. Now, there may have been perks to this person's lifestyle. Maybe you got to go a lot of places, see some really interesting things. And at first, maybe it didn't bother you quite as much because you were okay with the way that the situation was going. But I feel like this person's life may even have taken them away from you. Maybe they are at a distance, or they always have to travel, or there's always somewhere they have to be, that made it really hard for you, feminine, to ever feel as though you were a part of his life. It's like you're always on the outside looking in, right? Now, the blockage was the 9 of Cups in the reverse. So again, that's kind of that selfish energy, the me first, everybody look at me, partying all the time. Blockage is commitment and deception. So again, that kind of goes back to that ego, right? That persona. Now, masculine's coming through as I think of you often, but that's in the reverse. So it's almost like he chose whatever lifestyle he's been living over you, feminine, when you tried to tell him what you needed, right? I think that it was kind of the energy of him not only not being willing to integrate you into his life and find balance, because this is a very self-focused energy, but I also think that he wasn't able to commit to you in a way that you felt as though he was taking the relationship serious. For some of you, your masculine would have liaisons with other people and expect you not to care. We have jealousy in the reverse, and we have twin flame as well as children. So some of you actually have a child with this person. Twin flame is this person and they love the chase, right? So if they have you, they're probably chasing everything else and everyone else. And I think that just got to be a bit much for you, feminine. This is a really different person that you're dealing with versus some of the other masculine, because they're coming through as having quite an ego, whereas some of the other masculine have a very inferior ego. This is someone with a very superior ego. Now, currently, we have the Ace of Cups with the Ten of Pentacles, and you need to fix this on my feminine side. Some of you are married, and this person views the kids or the marriage as something that's not a priority. For some of you, this could even be that there's a jealous mother-in-law that you feminine have if you are in a relationship, or sisters or something, that this person always puts their input over you. I see you trying to probably talk to this person at present, because you may be in some sort of situation where you're trying to figure out what to do with the kids or the schedule if you are married. But I feel as though for you, feminine, you've removed yourself. So if you were in a committed relationship, you're probably not living in the same home at this time. And this is kind of that make or break it moment where you're really contemplating a divorce, because you're tired of always having to say things like, this isn't fair, and why is this so hard, right? If you're not divorced or divorcing, I feel as though you are taking a break from this connection, because we have, I need time to heal. And you're kind of getting into a space where it's like, you know what? I don't really care what you do, right? You being gone is no different than anything that we've ever dealt with in our relationship, because when were you ever here, right? That's kind of what's coming through. Masculine energy, I let you down, coming out in the reverse. So they're not really willing to give up on this, but they're also not willing to change, which seems to be the issue. I see some genuine offers of like, hey, I love you. I know I dropped the ball here. But then there's also the energy of, but you have to understand this is a part of my life, or this is a part of my job, right? This person is offering you something, or will be offering you something for you, feminine. But what they're offering you, it just doesn't feel like it's enough to change the way you're viewing this connection at this time. Now, shared energy between the two of you is the Magician. So trying to both kind of make things work, but I feel like this is independently, right? Because we have the one, so you're both kind of off and alone and doing your thing, but you haven't come together yet to really have that conversation. Now, masculine may be making some pretty crummy choices at this time or in the near future, because we have, I try to smile and I want to come back, but that's in the reverse. So again, lots of overcompensating. Everything is great where I am. Look at the ocean, look at the girls, look at the drinking, right? Ace of Wands in the reverse is, talks a lot about having some real issues within yourself and portraying something that just isn't really the case, right? So he's probably off going and doing more of whatever it was he was doing that upset you, feminine. And I feel like that's why you're really just super staying in this Nine of Pentacles energy, regardless of what he'll be saying to you. Now, your blockage is the High Priestess in the reverse, with gifts in the reverse and intimacy. So High Priestess in the reverse talks about not being able to work together, right? Not being able to trust this situation to heal. It's like you both have such different agendas that you're not able to be able to come together in a way that you can really solidify something, right? Because one of you, I feel like, has a love language where it's like gift giving or offering financial or monetary support. The other one of you is probably more of a time spent or affection or intimacy type of person. And so you're not able to really see eye to eye, because for you feminine, you're like, I'm loving you and I'm giving you all this love. Whereas the masculine is like, I don't get what the problem is. I'm giving you love. You have more than anyone else in my life financially. You have, you get to see me in my private moments when I'm sleeping. Like, to them, that is love, right? So huge blockage in the sense that the both of you are giving in your own way, but neither one of you are understanding that that is your love language. That's how you express love. Also, there's an issue here around trying to manifest something, but it's almost like as you're doing it and you're contemplating what you want, you're finding out that this person, this masculine, has a tendency to either keep you a secret, or you feel like he's keeping you a secret, or you feel as though he's giving his love and affection to everyone else but you, for you feminine. So that's a huge blockage on your end, which that's something that you feel that the masculine needs to fix, right? You want time away because you're hoping that in your absence, he will see how empty his life really is when you're not there to give him all of the things that it seems like this fan club or this following is not able to give, right? Now, I am going to take a look at future energy. We're looking at feelings, actions, what the situation will be, what the blockage will be. We're also going to take a look at the advice, because we're going to see how each person's actions will affect the other. And we'll see what you can do to help navigate this situation, because these are some pretty big blockages, right? Someone being committed, someone being sneaky, deceptive, keeping secrets, right? For some of you feminine, even, it seems as though your masculine has said that they would do something or stop doing something, and you come to find out that in your absence or while you are on a break from them, they actually did exactly what they said they would not do, okay? So I'm going to take this over to the extended reading. Stay tuned for the extended reading preview if you want to see kind of what we're looking at, and you take care of yourselves. Bye. Because here's the situation. Behind closed doors, this person is so loving and they're so great, right? But in public, you're not seeing that same thing. It seems as though their career or their whatever it is puts them in a situation where that always takes precedent over you. Now, I'm seeing the reunion card actually coming out in the reverse with vulnerability and frenemy. So this is the feeling that your person is kind of like that Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, that you can't really trust them. This is like feeling like you're sleeping with the enemy, or you're sleeping with the person that hurts you the worst, right?